peanut butter. Just scoop it in there. And then what do? So we pour it in. You can see how much water I have. It's about to there. And then there's ice. And shake it up. Isn't that pretty? And then of course I have my favorite straw. You guys can get these straws off of Amazon. It's the coolest straw. It's a bendy straw. And it fits the size of a shaker cup. Do you have one of those too?
I bought mine at Target, and it's so cool. And it came like 5 colors, and the kids love it. And I love it. It fits perfect. Look.
This is kind of like that rubber feeling, but
yeah.
What's really neat is like you can tuck it under the drink holder, area. And then anyways, it is so cool. My friend bought it for me, and I should buy them like in dozens. So anyways, gorgeous. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to our ketones chat with Camila Parker and myself, Shelley Hobbs. Today we're going to talk about, the business opportunity of this. And we're going to share our experiences. We're going to kind of go through some slides because I'm a visual person, and I know lots of people love visuals. And really, it's just a casual conversation because I absolutely personally believe that if you've tried the product and you love it, that's first and foremost. But if you're curious and you've been looking around, or Google's been your best friend and looking for anything on ketones and PRUVIT and the business opportunity, and maybe you found some websites or some YouTube videos or some PDFs, and that's all great, right? You're educating yourself, you're informing yourself, but there's nothing like a conversation, in my personal opinion, that allows you to be able to learn more. So this is a conversation that Camila and I will be having, but then I invite you to reach out to whoever sent this to you on our team and have a one-on-one conversation with them. And then we'll probably have a group conversation together, because it's through that conversation that you're going to be able to understand everything that we've talked about here and how it can play into your life, right? We always just say, get in where you fit in, and then we go from there. And that's really just where the magic starts. So I'll introduce myself really quickly. My name is Shelley Hobbs. I am a mom to a 7- and 9-year-old. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. And I have been working, I've been with PRUVIT now for 70-ish days. Doesn't seem like a long time, but hold on a second. So I've been successfully building a home business for 3.5 years. So almost 4 years now in supporting my family on the income that I'm able to create from this awesome business model, which is what I just love so much. I used to be in corporate America, and that was all fine and dandy for about 14 years. And then I had a baby, and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore, but I didn't know what else to do. And then I got laid off, and that was sort of my key to freedom in seeking out this business model to allow me to still be a financially supportive member of our family, right? But also be able to be the stay-at-home mom that I wanted to be. So a work-at-home mom, a stay-at-home mom, a business-building mom. I knew nothing when I got started in home business 4 years ago. I had 173 Facebook friends, no Instagram account, no YouTube, no nothing. But I had a huge burning desire to, I'm going to say 2 of these things. 2, create an income from home, because I had to create an income. I had to be a working mom, but also the ability to help people. So when I first got started in home business, I actually didn't know what it meant to help people. In corporate America, they don't really teach you that, right? They just kind of teach you to help the board of directors, to help the people who are running the business. And when I got into home business, I really realized it's Zig Ziglar who says, help people get what they want and you'll get what you want. And I never really understood that until I started becoming successful in home business. And I was becoming successful because I was helping people get what they wanted, whether it was from a health related perspective or a business and financial related perspective. So that really set my soul on fire to, I want to do more of this. And the previous business that I was in, I grew a very successful business, very successful team, loved it, taught me a lot. And then I found PRUVIT. And I would say, you know, PRUVIT really has allowed me as a professional to evolve and be able to literally help the 75% of people that I was not able to help in the other platform that I was in, if you will. So 3.5 years doing what I was doing before, I helped people in this sphere, in this little circle of ways, which was awesome. I loved it. I was good at it and they were awesome for doing it. But there was this whole bigger circle of people that the platform that I was using didn't allow me to really help them from a health perspective, because sometimes people just need a jump start in life, right? That's what I was figuring out. People just need a jump start. They just need something to help get them going in life. And also from a business perspective, there was just so much there. People pretty much had, it was a full-time gig, right? For people who a lot of times could only work it part-time to begin with. So that said, when I came into PRUVIT, it kind of filled in the gaps of all the things that I was like, this is it. This is the next place for me to level up and evolve how I want to do business, how I want to help people, both in health and financially and building a business. And I was really desperate for simplicity. So when I saw the PRUVIT business model, when I saw the product, one product, right? And the business building methods, I was just like, I was tickled pink. I was giddy because I was like, this is literally everything I have personally been looking for personally, but also for people that I want to be able to help more. So, so my husband and I joined PRUVIT late August. So it was like the last few days in August. And we started using ketones before that. So I started using ketones about 30 days before that. I fell in love with them, guys. I'm 44. So the fact that I say that is because life doesn't get easier as you get older. You have to do things to help make you better. You truly do. Otherwise, gravity and time, you know, ain't going to be your friend. And so I would just, when I came across ketones, I honestly tried it because I saw a lot of other people using it. I consider myself my own best experiment. And I tried it with the mindset of, this is just some silly quick fix drink. Because I knew nothing about ketones. I knew nothing about anything about this product or this business or this company. I was kind of trying it to make sure that it wouldn't work, right? Then when I got my experience samples pack, I was literally blown away on the very first day that I tried it. It's like my mind was blown. It's like my mind was like lit up. So before I was taking naps at 1 p.m. every single day. And sometimes I'd sneak another little one in there, maybe earlier in the day or a little later in the day. My kids have a very busy activity schedule. And I just couldn't think through my brain. You know what I mean? Like I had such thick brain fog. It was awful. Like I would sit down to work and I'd be like, I don't even know what I'm doing. And I couldn't think through and I didn't have the energy or the motivation. It was not good. And so when I tried these, I was like, okay. I was like, reading off the side of the box. Benefits: fat loss, muscle preservation, fast and sustained energy, reduces brain fog, increased focus, appetite suppression, strength gain, better mood, better sleep, better digestion, clear skin. All right there on the side of the box, right? And I was like, okie doke, let's give this a shot. And when I tried it, I was like, holy cow, this is a game changer. Total game changer. So I continued to use it for 10 days. I fell in love with it. I didn't tell anybody I was using it. I stopped my pre-workout drink. I wasn't even drinking coffee. I wanted a nice, even keel benchmark for myself. Like, how does this really work in my body? Especially when I eliminate the other things that I was using to sort of energize and caffeinate my life, if you will. So then I gave 5 to my husband, and he will tell me right off the bat if something is like ridiculous and hokey and quirky and won't work. And he was like, on the second day, he's like, what is this? This is incredible. This is amazing. So we fell in love with the product. It kept getting better and better and better for us the more and more we used it. And it was so good. you guys, that's when the light bulb went off and I was like, this is that thing that I've been looking for, to be able to help all the other people that I wasn't able to help before. This is it, from a product perspective and a business income generating perspective. So we dove all in, we went all in, and now here we are. We have a huge, thriving, growing team. We have helped hundreds and hundreds of people already, probably actually thousands when you look at it through the duplication of our team. We've been able to help so many of our team members actually have business financial success. Okay, it's one thing to have a business and be a part of a community and have fun and feel connected and feel motivated and uplifted every day. It's another thing to have all that and to actually get paid to do that and help people and actually earn a real income that you can stand proud about and say, I'm actually earning an income doing this thing that is so fun, simple, and amazing every day. So that's my story. And then we're going to kind of go through things here, and Camila and I will kind of talk about different topics as we go and some of our favorite things about this business. So I'm going to let Camila have the floor here. And I don't know if you guys can see us. I mean, hopefully people, I'm going to stop share really quick, and then we can see Camila. I'm going to do a speaker view. I should have done that the whole time. So I don't know if anyone can see me, or I was just like,
Shelley, I could actually see you. I went to gallery, like the view. I changed the view. I could see both. So
okay, good. Awesome. Well, now I've got you on spotlight view. So you take it away, and Camila, just introduce yourself and share your story, and maybe even talk a bit about the Dallas event that we went to a few weeks ago as well.
Mm-hmm. So my background is totally different than Shelley, but not really. So I come, as you probably noticed my accent, I'm not from the US, I'm from Brazil, and I live here for about like 13 years. He was always a hard worker, but I always worked for somebody else. And that was always really hard for me because I knew that I had more. I knew I could do more. And when my kids were born, I decided, it's like, do you know what? I can do more, and let me focus on them right now. But then when you quit a job, was like just one income, having 2 kids and you're home, you're like, I cannot sustain that. I want to do something for my family. I want to do something for me. So that's when I started with a home business. So I started, I went to school to be a health coach. I graduated. I was working with another company. I was helping a lot of people. But at the same time, my goal was to help, of course, the fitness and health. But I wanted to help people financially too. And I found myself stuck on like, I cannot duplicate what I was doing. I could do for myself. I could help people with their fitness and health goals. But my goal of helping people with their financial goals, it wasn't happening because we all achieved like a wall that we couldn't even evolve. So with that, the same time I was feeling really guilty and kind of embarrassed, and I wouldn't share that with anybody. It was, hey, I'm super healthy. Hey, I work out every day. Hey, I'm still tired. Hey, I'm still grumpy. What is going on? So when I started feeling that, that's when my mother-in-law took my kids to her house for a whole week, because I was always saying, hey, it's because of the kids. I have 2 kids, and that's why I'm so tired. I'm always so tired because I'm watching the kids, I'm working, and I'm doing this. It's too much for one person. And when she took the kids for 1 week, I'm by myself at home with my husband, I felt the same way. I felt tired. I felt unmotivated. And that's when I kind of got depressed, and I said, what am I doing? I'm putting all the responsibility on them, and that's not true. And the craziest thing happened. I started talking to Shelley, and she talked to me about like, hey, really feeling like that? Let me show you this that I'm doing. And she was not telling anybody. She told me, I don't even know why she told me, but probably because she felt my pain.
I love you to pieces. And I was like, you know what? She is awesome. I love surrounding myself with her every day. I want to keep working with her. I want to keep her in my life. I know it sounds really cheesy, but literally it makes me want to cry. But literally, I was like, I want to keep this girl in my life. So go ahead.
So that's when she told me about not just the product, about the business. And everything happened in 1 week when my kids weren't home. And then when I was feeling really guilty from blaming them about not having time to build my business, not having time to take care of myself, or being tired. And I realized it's like, no, I needed to do something else. There's something wrong. So I tried the product. Of course, I didn't tell anybody. I was a health coach. I was still working with the other company, and I loved it in 3 days. In 3 days, it changed so much for me, but I had to test. So I took for 10 days. I stopped for 10 days, and that was when it clicked to me. It's like, do you know what? If I can help myself just drinking that, I am sure I can help so many other people doing the same. So I just went cold turkey. It was like, I love this product so much that I can tell anybody how much I love this, and they'll be excited. And I didn't really knew anything about the business. The only 2 things I knew was, by the time I decided to join PRUVIT and tell people about the ketones, I was already in love with the product with less than a month of drinking it. And I had already talked to the founders of the company, with the top promoters of the company. I had already, the top promoter, Michael, he called me on my cell phone. And that's like, he asked me like, hey, what's your goals? How can I help you achieve your goals? It's like, whoa, who are you? And when he called me, I had no freaking idea who he was. When we went to the Dallas event, it was like, was that the guy that called me? He's all that. And he called me on the cell phone to ask what's my goals. So I felt the company like being like hugged by everybody in the company. I was hugged, and they proved me that it's totally duplicatable. And that's the same thing that it's happening with my team. With my other company, I couldn't understand. It's like, hey, I'm always achieving what we call the Success Club 10, 15. How my coaches weren't doing that? How they were not like doing it? And now with PRUVIT, it's just like, do you know why? Because we weren't a really team. Like, I didn't have Shelley or the top earners on the company involved in helping everybody. And that's how it changed my whole view of team. We started working as a team, and that's how I fell in love. After I fell in love with the product, after I fell in love with how I felt and stopped blaming my kids for being tired. It wasn't anybody's fault. It was that I wasn't doing the right thing for my body. And a lot of people, as I did, and probably most of the promoters said, talk about it before they start drinking. They're like, this is ridiculous. This is a powder that you put in the water and you feel good. And nowadays, I know that's not ridiculous. It's scientists. There's doctors behind this. There's so many researches they were happening a long time ago, but they're happening right now about not just the product, but what ketosis really means to your mind and body and all that. So it's not drink this because it has a bunch of good stuff. Like, no, we're educating people instead of like, here is the product. Here, go sell it. That's not what we do, because it's a new thing. We need to educate people, and that's how people did with me. And I love to do the same thing for everybody else. So going back to the Dallas event, that's when I saw the guy that called me, like, what the heck? He's on stage. That was life-changing. The first thing that I told Shelley when we opened the door to leave the building was, this event would be the same kind of feeling if you were in a Tony Robbins event. That would be, I was so inspired, and not just to sell and not just to make an income, like money. I was like empowered of like, hey, I can really do that for me, for my team, for the people that I don't know, but they need my help just the way I need it, and for my family. And it was hour after hour. We stay, I think, in that room for like 10 hours in one day. It felt like 45 minutes. We danced, we cried, we learned. We were so thankful that we were there. And I'm still so thankful for every moment, that even if something happened with PRUVIT, or even if something happened to social media or whatever, and I couldn't do this job anymore, I took that from that event, that mindset, as something that changed my life forever. It doesn't matter if I keep on going doing this or not, but that changed my life. I hate to say change my life because it's so cheesy, but it really like made me grow so much. The other thing that actually this morning I told Shelley was, I always had a figure in my mind that was what I needed to be making as a home business. And and I tried so long. I was really successful in my other business, and that never happened. And was it yesterday, a couple of days ago, when I opened we have an app to tell when we got paid. And when I got paid, I was like, oh, it hasn't been 2 months yet that I'm doing that, and I already achieved my goals. It's not that I don't believe in myself, but I've been suffering so much on trying to achieve that goal in my other job. And I couldn't. And in like 2 months, I've been helping so many people. And it's been so simple, not easy, but so simple. When you achieve a goal, doing simple things every day, it's so rewarding. And I am totally fired up because I know the rest of my team can do the same.
I love it, Camila. I love it so much. And for those maybe who have had a previous business before, maybe you were in the same business that we were before. So we were actually on the same team before. Camila was on the team that I had put together before, and I just loved working with her. I loved her work ethic, her energy, her vivaciousness, her zest, her confidence, her commitment. She never stopped. This girl is fierce. But guess what? And she achieved all the things she needed to achieve every month. And the financial, so I before I even go into any of the other slides, this is what I love. Camila said, I was very successful where I was before. See, she may not have been financially successful because something wasn't quite there in order. The simplicity wasn't there. The duplication wasn't there. But she was so successful in all the things that she needed to achieve. Like, I'm just talking like amazing. Okay, if like all the goals that need to be achieved every month, this girl is doing it. So that's why this is a great example. I mean, I love that she said right before we got on this call, oh my goodness, Shelley, this is how much I made yesterday. And I was just like, I wanted to go running through the streets, because that's part of my goal, is to not just help people have a business and a community that they love and that they're a part of, but to actually help them make some money, gosh darn it, right? So if people come in and say, I'm not in it for the money, I just say, it doesn't even make sense to me. Like, if you're not in it for the money, then go give your paycheck to your local church or charity, because they would love you for that, right? I have to support an income from my family. It's either going to be here or it's going to be in corporate America. So I'm going to choose this one because it's way more fun, way more simple, and way more possible to actually achieve financial goals, having fun helping people, being a part of an awesome community, championing the ketones conversation. No one else is doing this, and having the freedom and flexibility in your life to be able to do it, right? And we have such a simple and duplicatable process. It's like, it's mind-blowing to me. I mean, I'm giddy about it. As a matter of fact, if you haven't seen the campfire video, it's what we call the campfire video. So get with the person who sent this to you, and you've probably seen it, but if you haven't, say, hey, show me the campfire video. Because when I first saw that video, like, I was giddy, guys. I was giddy, because not only is it a video that explains how ketones and ketosis works in your body and your brain, so I don't have to learn it and explain it, but number two, it's a landing page. Like, how awesome is that? This company has so much cool technology that helps the promoters work their business just more simplified. So I'm going to turn our screen around here, and we're going to share just some slides that, again, have been, that were provided by the company. I've added in a few things here and there, but it's another thing to note that this company provides all the training. They provide all the third-party tools and resources. You don't got to be, spending your time in Canva creating pretty little things. You don't got to be creating team trainings or team push groups or team anything, right? The work that we do here is very simplified. And it's very on point, and it's very purposeful, so that way you can sort of, get in, get out, or work your job and come in and do the work that you need to do. I'll also talk about, I have a video that I recently put up on YouTube called the DMOs. And so I have quite a few people on my team who work full-time jobs. So I want to be able to give them sort of a checklist. Here's what you need to do every day to move your business forward. And I'll talk about that here in a little bit. So whether you work full-time, part-time, or you're at home full-time, well, guess what? Being at home full-time is still, it's a big job, right? Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how people have time to work, because like I'm so busy here at home, like being mom and working business and all that other stuff. So you got to be really smart and diligent about your time. And so I'll be able to help you with that. We will help you with that. We've got the sort of the checklist for you to be able to do. So I'm going to turn this around really quick and kind of talk about, before I turn this around, I really want to tell, I don't think I shared like our full ketones story. So my husband, not a workout guy, he's also 52, although he looks like way better than like what we think 52 looks like. He loves his ketones. He has one a day. He's lost 3 belt notches in 3.5 weeks when he first started using ketones, and it just keeps getting better. I mean, that is huge. He went from a size 40 pant to a size 36. Okay, he didn't eat keto, so that's one of the things we're talking about. You don't have to eat keto. You can, but you don't have to. You can eat whatever you want, but the less carbohydrates you eat, the better the product will perform in your body and your brain. But that's really cool, and he loves it. He has a job that's where he's on his feet, so he's on the go all the time, and he just loves the fast and sustained sort of long-term energy that he gets through the day. And for me, oh my gosh, it's just like awakened my life. I love it. I use it as my pre-workout. You don't have to. How do I say this? It's not a pre-workout, but you can eliminate your pre-workout and use this before your workout, because now your body's going to be running off of ketones and fat as fuel, which is even better than a pre-workout, right? So it's running off the stuff that it's already creating and producing, that it already has. So the energy that it gives me through the day is just incredible. The quality deep sleep I have is amazing. I feel like my skin tone is changing, which is awesome. Let me see here. Better mood. Oh, absolutely better mood. And especially like for the ladies who are watching this, like that time of month, like sort of PMS time frame, I'll have like 3 ketones a day. I'm not kidding you. And my mood is just incredibly stabilized. I don't get mopey and grumpy, like I kind of used to, because it's better mood when you have ketones running through your body and your brain. Appetite suppression, which is awesome because it helps me to make wiser food choices through the day. I eat 2 or 3 times a day. The fast and sustained energy, the brain clarity, and the brain focus is absolutely awesome. So just all of it every day. I use ketones every single day. I don't miss a day. And I think of it like, it's a supplement. It's a therapeutic supplement is what it is. And so I liken it to like a multivitamin, right? If people are using a multivitamin, they're using it because we know in our Western diet, we can't really get in all those things that we need. So we supplement ourselves with a multivitamin. Well, ketones enters the marketplace, and now all of a sudden we can, add ketones into our body without the ability of having to have that really strict keto diet to create the ketones. The other thing, so I'm sharing my screen now. The other thing that's really cool about ketones is anybody can use it, guys. My kids use it. They're 5 and 7. I'm sorry, 7 and 9. Why did I say 5? 7 and 9. I think because it was asking me. I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. They're 7 and 9. My 81-year-old father-in-law who has Parkinson's uses it, which there was a really cool, so mark this on your to-do list. Go to the PRUVIT Facebook page when we get off of this video and kind of peruse through the PRUVIT Facebook page. And there is a live video every Wednesday. The doctors do a Facebook live video, just doing Q&A typically, or sharing what's coming down the pipeline. So Dr. Ryan Lowry did one yesterday, and he actually talked about the effects of ketones on the eyes, which is awesome because my husband's been telling me his eyesight's been getting better. And I was like, okay, that's not like one of the things. So you might be a little crazy. Well, he's not crazy. It's true. So better eyesight, and then also some research and new developments with Parkinson's, which is really awesome. So you can go watch that video to see what Dr. Ryan Lowry has to say about those two things and the developments and research going on with that. But I will say this, my father-in-law who has Parkinson's, he loves the ketones. He uses the non-charged. They come with caffeine and no caffeine. He loves the non-charged. It does help him get a lot better quality sleep because he has a hard time sleeping because of the shaking. And so it helps him get quality sleep. It helps put him in a better mood, and helps give him the energy that he needs through the day. So, and again, he's using non-charged, but because ketones creates energy in our body, right? It's a different source of energy than running off of glucose for energy. So the cool thing is we don't need to know all the science behind this. We have lots of third-party tools and research. Yeah, third-party tools and research that we can point you to if you have specific questions on specific things. So let's talk a bit about, who we are as a company, what we have, who it's for, and how to participate. So first of all, we're a company of provers. We call ourselves provers because we're here to prove it every day to make ourselves and make other people better, which is so cool. And I love that this product, we're able to just really meet people where they are, right? I kind of said that in the beginning. So we're headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky, and then the PRUVIT lab is in Dallas, Texas, which Camila and I had a chance to tour when we were there. It was really awesome to see how they create and do the fulfillment and shipping and everything like that. We launched in September of 2015, and Keto OS stands for Ketone Operating System. And what's really cool is the company is always forward thinking. So what we have out right now is Keto OS products. We have Keto OS Max products. We have Keto Cream, which is different. It does not have ketones in it. We can talk a little bit about that later. And then we also have an MCT oil. So we're always creating new formulations, new and better formulations, new and better products. We're always staying ahead of the curve. Our public response has been over 3.5 million experiences. As a matter of fact, I think this is old because what the last thing I saw is, I know, is 42 million. 42 million experiences. It's a lot. 42 million packets going out. I'm pretty sure that's the number I saw. Anyways, here's what it comes down to, guys. We don't want to sell products. We want people to be inspired to buy our products and participate in our community and be an inspiration to others. And so a lot of times people think, oh, I don't know how to sell, or I don't want to be cheesy and sell my friends. Well, this is what I have to say. The moment you get this into your body and your brain, you feel how it feels, and it lights up your life. And I almost want to cry sometimes because it's really changed my life so much. Had it not, I never would have made the leap to come over here. You just can't. That's why if someone wants to be a promoter, I say, great, awesome. I'm so excited to tell you more and to learn more about you. But first, have you tried ketones? Because if you haven't, let's get that. Let's get that to you first, right? We're not interested in baiting and switching and bringing people over and making them sign up for something they don't know. I want you to feel it, see it, experience it, love it. Okay, and that's what we get to do for our customers too. So we're going to talk about the 3 buckets of people that we get to work with people in. And so once you feel it and how it feels to you, that's how you're going to be able to pay it forward and allow other people to feel that same feeling and lighting up their life and their brain like you're experiencing. And that's the power of the product that we have here, because once you get it into their hand and their brain, you'll never have to sell a thing, ever. All you have to do is share. I like to just share how you're feeling, share how our other promoters on our team are feeling. Right? We have a huge, awesome album section, and everyone in our team is always sharing their results, their experience, maybe before and better photos. And we're all sharing like different posts and things that we're doing on social media or out there with keto mixers. That's why we call ourselves community-based marketing, right? Everyone is helping everyone. I've never seen anything like it. It gives me chills. Like everyone in our team, I think we have over 100 people now, are helping each other and sharing with each other. It's so cool. And so
Shelley, I'm just gonna add something about I'm not a salesperson in this. It's something that I say it all the time. I don't know how to sell things, and my husband's a salesman. He works in the sales department. He's a sales manager, and that's a conversation that we always have. And I tell him, it's like, I just don't know how to do what you do. And he tells me, it's because you're not doing what I do. I'm selling lift tickets. You are sharing your experience, and you feel that if you don't tell anybody the way you feel it, you're selfish. And it's like, that's exactly what it is. If I don't tell people how amazing I feel with the product, I'm selfish. So I'm not selling it because I'm not good at it. I am telling how much better I am when I'm drinking it, how much better I am when I am with my team, how much better I am when I have that hug that I said from PRUVIT.
I love that you said that, like you got a big company hug.
Yeah.
So true. So let's talk about what we have. So what we have is, it's really special and different, you guys. Like nobody out there in the marketplace in this business model space, right? When I say business model, I mean, let's just say the word, the network marketing platform. Okay, but we call ourselves community-based marketing, and it really is a bit different than your typical network marketing. I've been in network marketing for a long time. And so PRUVIT is creating a difference. We're sort of branching off, and the pay structure is so different than I've ever seen anywhere. It's so astronomically amazing. The product is so different. No one's doing this, guys, which is so cool because we're the pioneers. We're leading the charge with something that's already proven to work, because just because no one's doing this doesn't mean that it's a fad, doesn't mean that it's just a trend, doesn't mean it's just a fly-by-night thing. The thing is, there's, what do I want to say, decades and decades and decades of research on ketones and ketone benefits and therapies in people. But guess what? No one has really cared enough to bring it to the forefront. So if you go watch Dr. Ryan Lowry's video, he says exactly what he always says at the events. He's like, we've just been doing the research and writing it, creating papers and journals and putting it up on the shelf. No one really cared about it until PRUVIT came along. So sometimes that's what someone like those awesome doctors and scientists and neuroscientists need, is a company like this to be like, hey, we could actually create and do something like this and bring your guys' research to the forefront and really, help a lot of people. So it's really cool. If you go to any PRUVIT event, the very first day, they will always lead the entire day with education. Scientists, neuroscientists, naturopaths, doctors of every sort will come in and share all of their experience and research that they've been doing with ketones for decades. It is so cool. So it'll help to show you that, wow, this isn't just a new thing. This has been a thing for a long time, and nobody really cared about it enough until someone saw that they could actually create something with it and help more people, right? So that's super exciting. So this product applies to everybody. That's what's so cool, right? I told you the previous business model I was in, I could help people in this little circle, and that was awesome. But in this business platform, you can help people in this circle, like everybody. It applies to everybody. My kids use it. 81-year-old father-in-law uses it. My 69-year-old dad uses it. Pregnant nursing women use it. Doesn't matter. Everyone could use ketones in your body, because your body should be making ketones, but more than likely it's not because of our Western diet. So there you go. So it applies to everyone, which also means for you as a promoter, you are now, you've just opened yourself up to working with more customers, which means more volume. We get paid by volume in this business, and then which equals more income. The product speaks for itself. which means, like I said before, you're never going to have to sell it. You just share it. Share how you feel. Share how other people are feeling. Ask people if they want to feel a certain way, right? We get those experience sample packs into their hands, into their body and brain, and the rest falls into place. It's really cool and fun. The product, like I said, is new to the marketplace, so there's no competition of other business models, which is awesome. So you also don't have to be the expert, and there's tons of third-party tools. And the experience sample packs are the bread and butter of our business model, you guys. People get to try it before they buy it, and then the purpose of the experience pack and to get those samples into people's hands is to help them find their favorite flavor, help them experience those benefits that I read off in the very, very beginning, and then have them experience that power of ketones, so that way we can then transition and convert them into a customer or maybe even a promoter. But it all starts there. I'm not kidding you. If people come to me and say, I want to be a promoter and join your team, Shelley, I say, awesome. Can't wait to learn more about you. Can't wait to tell you more. But have you had ketones? And if you haven't, let's start there, right? Because I don't want someone selling something. I want someone to experience something, be so passionate and excited about it that they can't help but to pay it forward every day is really what it comes down to. And that's what makes this business fun and very rewarding. So in addition to what we have is so special and different is growing your business to success, you guys. How we grow our business is so simple. So I've created a 5-point business launch strategy for everyone on our team to use. And what's funny is it's what I started with. It's what I mapped out for my own business. This is how I'm going to launch my business, right? And I had a few people get started with me. Camila was one of those. I was like, all right, team, this is what we're going to do. We're all going to do this. And we all did it. And we all succeeded because of it. And then our promoters used it and are succeeding because of it. So when they use it and they put it into play and they take the action, they succeed. Now, in addition to that, the company has a really awesome just sort of getting started checklist. Here's what you need to say. Here's what you need to do. Here's different ways to build your business. Everything's very streamlined. The company has calls to plug into every single day just to hear the conversation. The more you hear, the easier it is to talk. But here's how easy this business really comes down to build. Every single day, if you ask 3 to 5 people at least, right? Even if you work a full-time job, I know you got a phone and I know you have contacts in there. And I know you could type the words, hey girl, how's it going? Haven't chatted in a while, or it was great seeing you last weekend. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? And let it play out, right? Most people are not going to know anything. And then you have what we call that campfire video. That's the magic. You send that to them, say, great, awesome, you're going to love this, or check this out. I came across this. I think it's going to be a game changer. And then people see that and they're usually like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. I want some of that. Or are you doing this? Or how do I get that? Or I need all of that, right? And so that's what really helps to give that jump start. But you have to take the action. It's that simple. The rest, you just kind of follow the process, right, of getting them the experience sample packs. And then we've got some cool ways to sort of, I would say, I don't like to call them scripts, but sort of conversation samples to be able to say, okay, great, here's how you can get an experience sample pack from me, or okay, great, here's the benefits of becoming a customer, or okay, great, here's more information about becoming a promoter, kind of whatever they're interested in. In addition, I can't leave this out because this has been really the pinnacle part, like Camila said, is the daily, I'm talking daily, all day long, support and contact with our upline team support. This has been critical in my business. There's not one person that I brought into this business that I've not connected with our upline team support. There's not one person that our promoters bring in where they're not connected with myself and our upline team support. And the reason for that is because relationships are number one. When people are asking a question and we're all in a Facebook group chat together, someone can answer their question right away, which creates them taking the next action, which creates, results, which creates success. And so we're all always working together, whether it's someone has a question or someone has someone that they need to connect with us. So the connection piece, not only to a third-party tool and resource, but to people is really, really important. Like basically, I would say Facebook group messenger is one of the primary ways. Wouldn't you agree, Camila, that we work as a team? So all of Camila's promoters are connected in a Facebook group chat with myself and Steve and Steph and Raj, and sometimes even Michael. And so the importance of that is, maybe I'm at a kid's activity, but someone has a question, and, Stephanie or Raj or Michael or Camila is answering the question. Someone's always answering the question or helping to, say, hey, how did this go today? Or how can I help you with that? Or, okay, great, you're going to have a keto mixer, super. Let's schedule us a Zoom chat so we can all get in there and support and be there with you virtually. It's really cool how we do that. And so, by the way, Camila had a keto mixer just this past Monday, and a keto mixer is one of the fun ways to build this business, whether it's a few people over at your house, shaking up ketones, watching the campfire video, and then having us Zoom in using this Zoom tool in a virtual fashion to be able to talk about walking away, or the benefits of ketones and walking away with an experience pack, or being able to get enrolled as a customer and all the awesome customer benefits, or how we work together as a promoter, or how we work together as a team and getting started as a promoter. So that way we get to talk about that piece, so Camila doesn't have to, right? So that allows people to, you don't have to have a mini college degree to do this. You can enroll today as a promoter and get plugged in and into action. And that's what also I love so much. It's so simple that way. So let's talk about the different products that we have. So this is literally, you guys, the first exogenous ketone supplement. It's so fun because, again, that allows you to talk about something new, stimulate the conversation, but not have to be an expert. So it was actually inspired by government-funded research through the Department of Defense and Office of the Navy, right? That's so cool. So PRUVIT's keto operating system acts like a fourth macronutrient that delivers superhuman performance, as we like to say, to fuel, to optimize better health, fitness, and wellness. And truly it is. I mean, it's like some people, some people say I help to create superhumans, right? Because that's how we feel when we're using ketones as our source of fuel in our body and our brain. And so I talked about all the different products that we have, but also wanted to mention that PRUVIT, like we've got Blue Ocean and Splash that, they come out with the availability for customers and promoters to purchase. And like the last one we had, it sold out in an hour and a half. How cool is it to have a product that customers and promoters want so badly it sells out in an hour and a half? It's pretty awesome, right? And so like what we said before, we've got lots of third-party tools and validation. Right now, the word keto and other words surrounding keto are the top searched Google terms on Google right now, which is huge. And I also want to say, like I said before, because even sometimes people think you have to eat keto in order to use ketones, and that is not true. There are people, and one of the people that we're aligned with his name is Raj. He is a keto coach. He's a professional online keto coach, and he helps people with the keto diet and lifestyle. And he loves this product because he knows it's very difficult for people to stay on the keto diet because it is very strict. Even though it's fun, it's very strict. And so he finds this product a nice way to be able to help those people be able to stay in ketosis, right? And have a little bit more flexibility. But he also sees that, wow, people can just get started with this product where they are and then start to eat better along the way because of that awesome appetite suppression that comes with the ketones. So we talked about a little bit before about kind of the benefits of all of that. I already kind of read that off the side of the box. Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys, when I got started, I actually took a photo. I took a photo because I was like, okay, I have to remember all of this, right, when I'm talking to people. But I did. I took a photo of the side of the box and I kept it in my phone. So that way I could be aware of all the things that I was going to experience going, more long-term with it. But also I could tell people, hey, which of these would you like to experience? And I may have asked you that too, because some people see it as a fat loss tool. And that's awesome. And you know what I love about this from a business and helping people perspective is if someone is going for fat loss, I'm like, great, awesome. That's a longer term. So, I mean, my husband experienced it in 3 weeks. The longer you do it, the better it's going to be. Whereas on their way to fat loss, they're going to experience all these other awesome things, right? So that's really cool. So in my mind, they're going to have an awesome day every day on their way to their fat loss results goals. But if you have someone like Camila and I, right, we feel comfortable where we are in our wellness journey and our health goals. So we don't need the fat loss. We're not looking for that. But I can tell you, it sure does make us feel better knowing we've got the ketones on our side. So it does make things a little easier, right? But we're also not going to shrivel up into nothing because there's fat loss going on, right? It'll just help us to use the fat that we have and not what we're eating as a source of fuel. So we always like to say also, womb to tomb, again, children, elderly, pregnant, nursing women, people who need a jump start, people who already lead a healthy, active life and want to maximize their efforts, to people who need a jump start. And there's also caffeine and non-caffeine flavors. We call them charged and non-charged for every single flavor that we have. So I use mine in the morning before my workout, or like this morning I didn't work out, so I'm having it now. And then I usually use another one around like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Sometimes it's charged, sometimes it's not. Depends on how late my kids' activities go. So who's it for? Obviously I said kind of anyone, but here's some really cool results. This is my husband on the right-hand side with the belt notches. I kid you not, he came running out of the bedroom one morning and he was like, look at this, look at this. He was so excited, like a little kid. Look at this, look at this. Look at, I'm down 3 belt notches. This is amazing. So he was really just super excited about it, and it was really cool to be able to see that excitement, right? I didn't plant it. I didn't plant it and I didn't plan it. He just came running out and he was so excited. And I'm not one to pressure or push. And he's been taking photos, and he still has not allowed me to use them publicly, but he would allow me to use it. So just, again, some really cool weight loss results here. So here's our friend Michael up in the upper left-hand corner, and he's got a really cool story. Let me tell you this real quick. Brian, the CEO, reached out to him one day and said, hey, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? That's why that's the play that works, guys. It's the question that got it all started, right? If it's that simple for those 2 guys to be like, well, I don't know anything about it. Tell me more about it, right? If it's that simple for them, it should be that simple for anybody. And it is. It really, truly is. But anyways, Michael's like, okay, great. Yeah, I'm on board. If I can drink something and I can, lose the weight, lose the fat, right? Not the weight, but losing the fat comes with losing weight. So you know what I'm saying there. So if I can do that, lose the fat and get rid of this gut that I've achieved over time, I'm in. So he decided to kick his gym membership to the side. So he canceled his gym membership. He's like, I want to do what my grandma and my mom can do. This is so smart on his part. So he drank, I think 1 to 2 ketones a day. He ate healthy. He did not eat keto. He ate healthy, removing the carbs and the junk. And he walked. That's all that he did. Because he said, if I can do that and my mom and my grandma can do that, I know anybody can do that. So I don't know exactly what his weight is now. I think he said it was like 160 something or 170 something like that. But that's pretty significant. He's, and he's an awesome, humble, dynamic, charismatic guy who we've got on our team. So that's really awesome. And we've got some of our other team members here. We've got Lisa, we've got Jana, we've got some really awesome results. I mean, look at that. Amazing. 10 days. There's Jana in the middle. 10 days, guys. So see, it just, it works. And it's fun. It's fun to watch people. Okay. Let's see here. We've also have a lot of like sort of celebrity-ish type people that use this product. Max from Dancing with the Stars. Drew Manning, Fit to Fat to Fit. Love that guy. Tony Freeman. Anthony Showtime Pettis, right? So just really cool, fun celebrity type people, all the way to just your everyday average person. And I love that we've got military people using that. I mean, how that is phenomenal that they're using that. I'm sure it definitely helps their long days. Okay, so we'll talk about a bit of a marketing strategy here. Let's see, how much longer do we have? Not very long. So our marketing strategy. So let me list off the ways to build this business, guys. We are community marketing and social networking. If you love social media, awesome. You're going to do great here. Okay. I like social media because I don't really get out too much. So it works for me to be able to plug into my community locally, or even, right? I met Camila and she's in Lake Tahoe. So, and I have people that I work with in Canada, and I have people that have contacted me from the UK, although we're not there quite yet, but we are expanding into Asia. So it's just really easy to be able to connect with people all over the world using social media. But here's what's cool about community marketing. There are tons of people who have built this business with what we call keto mixers, whether it's someone coming over to your house, like what Camila did on Monday, or maybe you're going to a community rec center, or maybe you're putting up a table at a gym or a Whole Foods or something like that, right? Where you're shaking up ketones, you're letting people try all the different flavors, you're playing the campfire video, you know, you have a form to fill out their name and email and phone number, and maybe you're giving away a 5-day experience pack, and the purpose is to bring people together, have them walk away with experience packs, maybe even become a customer or have the interest of becoming a promoter, but getting out there, shaking it up, playing the campfire video, and it's really that simple. And there are some teams who have completely built their entire business that way, and that's cool. And we've had lots of people on our team do that. The other thing I love is, like I said, social media, so that's huge. There's what we call the watch, connect, enroll. And let me see, I don't have that worksheet in front of me. Of course I don't. The watch, connect, enroll. This is what I started with. No joke. I started with this. I was sitting at my parents' house one day, and this says action step 1, say this. What do you know about ketosis? So I got out my phone and I got all my contacts lined up. I was like, all right, I'm going to message my contacts. What do you know about ketones and ketosis? And I just followed the steps. I followed them. It was just that easy. I didn't have any special skill sets on my phone. And that's why I know you can do this too. And that's why I know people who have never done a business like this have come in and I said, well, you can start today. Go do this. And they do. And guess what happens? They are filling out their experience packs, right? That's what they're doing because they're taking action. It's just that simple and so much fun. And our Facebook group chats. So most people are on Facebook, and if they're not, I always recommend, get our phone numbers and we'll do a text group chat. But that group chat is really helpful for you because it's bringing that third-party validation and credibility. Sometimes people need to hear from other people, their experiences with ketones or their experiences with the business, or to be able to answer questions that maybe, let's say it's Camila's second day. Maybe she doesn't know certain things, right? Probably she's not. And she'll be like, hey, meet my friends Shelley and Raj. They've been using ketones a lot longer than I have. I wanted them to share their story with you and also help to answer your questions so we can get your questions answered and keep the conversation going. It's just like that simple. And guess what? People love to be among other people. And they're like, oh my gosh, other people are doing this. And so also, so like I said, so we also have keto lifestyle workshops that are done by sort of the founding promoters in certain areas of the country. But wherever you are, guess what? You guys, we only have a few thousand promoters. So you have the opportunity to expand your local area as much as you want. If you're like, you know what, I want to blow up Lake Tahoe, you could have a keto lifestyle workshop every single month, right? We can figure out how to do it. It's not that hard. And we can come visit you, whatever that is. So what I talked about earlier, exclusive business launch strategy, undeniable daily team support, keto mixers, table events, social media with example posts. So like in our team page, we have an album with tons of sample posts for people to use on social media. Also the before and better shots of, people using ketones for the fat loss perspective. The watch, connect, enroll method. So this goes a little bit deeper than kind of what you're seeing here. There's a few extra links to click to for different ways to approach and say things to people. Always the campfire landing page. That's your primary tool every single day. My philosophy is if you can get that in front of 3 to 5 people a day, you're going to be getting out probably 10 experience sample packs a week. The more experience sample packs you get out, the faster your business is going to grow. That's really what it comes down to, because the more people who are using it, the more people who get it, right? And then reach out and follow-up methods. So we've got, the conversation scripts to help you with that. So you don't have to guess at what to say. You already have a way to say it. And then Facebook group chats and also our team page. I should add that in there. Our team page is all very effective and very helpful and allows people to get what they need and build their business fast. Now, here's what I love: incentive programs. So this is just flipping brilliant, okay? Like I said, I've been in a lot of business models like this, and I've never seen anything like this. Some people say this might be like front-loaded. It's not, because it's setting you up for success. It's building you a foundation to carry you into the following month. That's what's so powerful about this. I can tell you this: when people get started in a business model like this, if they don't get started in the first 30 days, they ain't gonna do it. It's just what it comes down to. Okay, so this Go Challenge gives them sort of timed bonus incentives, or incentives attached to a timer, if you will, and different requirements along the way, and builds. Imagine when you're starting your business, what do they do when they build a house? When they build a house, they lay foundation, right? First, they I don't know what you call that, move the dirt around and everything, but they lay the foundation with concrete, right? It ain't moving. And then they build up. That's how I want you to imagine this business. This Go Challenge, this is your concrete. And then every month thereafter, you're building up. Okay, so this is so cool. You guys can literally earn $2,300 in your first 30 days. That is mind-blowing to me. And we have had, let me see, I want to say going on like 17 MVPs in our entire team already within 60 days. That's pretty significant, right? Plus the dozens of other people who, some people are like, yeah, I'm just going to go at my own pace. But there's dozens of other people who have made great income in their first 30 and 60 days already. So that is really phenomenal, and that's important to me, that people are having success. Of course, you get in what you put out, so I will say that people have to take the action, but they're making things happen financially, and that's cool, and it's very important to me that they are getting out what they put in. So what's really cool is the Go. So first, it's Go Pro. So here's how it works. Some people ask me this all the time. So when you get started as a promoter, like let's say you enroll today as a promoter, then you have 14 days until you can choose to click the green Go button in your back cloud office. Now you can click it anytime you want. You can click it tomorrow, you can click it in 5 days, but if you don't click it at all, then it'll click on the 15th day. Now I always recommend, so that will start your Go Challenge. Okay, so you've got 14 days to start your Go Challenge. Then when the button is clicked, now you have 14 days again to reach these Go Pro benefits, or these Go Pro requirements, which is a minimum of 2 customers, and then 1,000 in team volume and 800 in personal team volume. Okay, so you don't have to have customers on SmartShip. They don't have to be on SmartShip, and I'll tell you the benefits of that in a minute, of SmartShip, but they just have to be 2 customers. Now, we've had some people have like 12 customers that made up their Go Pro. We've had some people who have had 4 customers and a promoter, but you have to have at least the 2 customers, okay? And then all the other, whether it's a few promoters or more customers to make up that volume. But when you're taking the action, you're asking the question, you're getting the campfire video out, people are like, yeah, this is exciting. I want more. Yes, I want samples, right? And you get them. I always like to tell people, get started with 5 packs, with a 5-day experience pack. It has a faster conversion rate for people to turn over into a customer. We'll show you how to do that, and how to convert people into a customer from their sample experience packs. But then, so you've got the 14 days from when the Go button is clicked to achieve Go Pro, 14 days. But technically you've got 28, because if you started today, then you click the button on, day 15, it's clicked for you, and then you've got 14 more days. You see what I'm saying? You've got like a whole month to go pro. It's a long time. You can do it. And then you've got a total of 30 days from when that Go button is clicked to go MVP. And what's really cool is you go pro, and then you earn $100 Go Fast total. You earn a double direct $130. You earn an endorsement bonus of PRUVIT bucks, and you earn the $250 bonus. When you go MVP, you earn the $500 bonus and a whole bunch of these other, let me see here. I don't know if I can open this up a little bit better. Let me see if you can see that a little bit better. And I'm going to tell you something else that's really cool. On my watch, here, hold on. On my watch, this is really cool. We've got a PRUVIT app. So we didn't talk about technology really quick. How do I do this? We didn't talk about technology, but on my watch, I just received the notice that says, woohoo, it's from PRUVIT. So-and-so wants to take the 5-day experience. So you know what this person just did? She just filled out the campfire video page, right? So I'm making posts on social media or on Instagram, or I'm sending out email, whatever. People are filling it out. They want samples, right? So we sell them usually 5 for 30 or 5 for 35. And so anyways, go pro, go MVP. Okay, that's your first 30 days goals. So you can earn your $2,300 in your first month. But then what's really cool, then you have 120 days total to help 5 people go MVP. And when you do that, you earn a $1,000 bonus in your first 120 days. In the meantime, you're going to be earning commissions. We have so many different ways to get paid, so many different layers, you guys. It's insane. It's awesome. Really, truly awesome. There's a car bonus when you achieve rank 6 Circle of Champions. And our ranks here are based on volume. So the volume that you and your team create, 11 levels down. Okay, so that's a lot. So all that volume creates rank. There is a benefit to starting out with different promoter packs. We'll talk about that here in just a second. But the car bonus, the first car bonus is for the rank 6 Circle of Champion. You do have to keep achieving that rank 6 volume every month to be achieving that $800 every month. I was very blessed to achieve rank 6 Circle of Champions in my very first month with PRUVIT, so that's really awesome. I have not gone out and got a car yet because I do have a new car. So now I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to kind of let go of that car that I have because I love it so much. I have a Toyota Sequoia, and it's been my dream car. So I'm either going to message the CEO and say, hey, can I apply that towards this car? But we'll see. So it's just really cool that I've been able to achieve that. And that's really fun through helping my team achieve their goals. That's what it comes down to. And so let me see here. So this is our last slide. So here's how to participate. So number 1, we've got 3 ways that we work with people. So maybe you're just joining us and you've never had ketones before. So this is our first group of people that we work with. And like I said, the first and foremost step to get started is give it a shot. Right? Whoever sent this to you, whether I sent this to you or Camila sent this to you or is another person on our team that sent this to you, reach back out to them and say, I'm ready to get started with an experience pack of ketones. So you can get them in a 5-pack or a 10-pack. We do offer both. And start there. We want you to fall in love with it and we want you to experience it. And also know this, the longer you use it, the better it gets. So that's number 1. Number 2, we have an amazing customer program like thebomb.com. Okay. So also we have flash sales through the month. We never know when they're going to be. They're just random. They come up on our PRUVIT Pulse app on the phone. As a matter of fact, you can go download the PRUVIT Pulse app right now too. And I advise you to do that. It's just go look in the app store for PRUVIT Pulse app and you'll see it and you'll be able to get sales notifications and different training calls that the company is doing. And the more that you go up in rank, the more notifications you will get as well. So anyhow, and so also like when you become a promoter, you'll get more notifications than you would if you were a customer, if that makes sense. So as a customer, so let's say you enroll today as a customer. Let's say you want to buy, our favorite product that we were talking about here, the Max, right? The Maui Punch Max. And sometimes people just want to become a customer, guys. I mean, seriously, I've had plenty of people who are like, I trust you, Shelley. What flavor should I get? I'm always like, start with Maui Punch. That's my favorite. I love it. My kids love it. Everyone loves it. So start with that. So, so for customers, let's say you wanted to buy a box of Max today. So then you would purchase it at full price. But then when you select Today in Smart Ship, then every single month for your Smart Ship, you'll receive 22% off. That's awesome. And you can add other things into your Smart Ship cart before it ships, so you can get that 22% off. But then it gets even better. On your every 4th shipment, you receive free product from the company, whatever they're giving out. Maybe it might be something new. It could be, we don't know yet. It could be anything, but it could be a bundle of anything. So that's really awesome. So ketones for free. And then also, you get a customer referral link. So let's say you're loving your ketones. Maybe you don't want to become a promoter, right? Or maybe someone doesn't want to become a promoter yet. Then they have a customer referral link. They can send their referral link. And when they get 2 friends on Smart Ship, they earn 100 PRUVIT bucks. And then guess what? Boom. They can earn their ketones for free, depending on what quantity and what product they're ordering, or at least, money towards their PRUVIT bucks. So that's really cool. So it allows people to have a discount and really be a part of this community without having a commitment of doing a business. And there's no fees. There's no fees to have a discount either. And so then the third bucket of people that we get to work with people in is the promoters. So people want to become a promoter when they're like in love with the product, and they see the vision and the benefit of really becoming a part of our community, championing the ketones conversation, wanting to be part of a company with a ground floor opportunity, wanting to be part of doing something new and visionary and life-changing for people. And they want to participate in the Go Challenge, right? They want to earn an income. They have dreams and goals that they want to achieve. And they see the benefit of working with the company, with our team, working together as business partners and friends, and helping each other grow. That's really who we are. And so to become a promoter, it's so cool. It's only $37 per year. That's it. So I always say there's 2 ways to sign up. I'll tell you the way that I did it, and then I'll tell you another way. The way that I did it, and the way that Camila did it too, is we enrolled as a promoter with a promoter pack. There are 3 different promoter packs, and there's 2 of them that have extra benefits to enrolling with. It gives you, so the person who sent this to you can share that page with you, but it's the Experience Pack and the Max Experience Pack that gives you double direct in commissions for your first 30 days, plus rank 5 pay for the first year. So really that means, like, let's say you have a job right now and you just got hired, but they said, great, we're going to hire you, but pretend like you've been working here for 5 years, and we're going to pay you your 5th year pay instead of your 1 year pay, right? So you're getting paid more, basically. You're getting paid more levels down and more percentage. The fact remains is the top 2 promoter packs you could get started with, they're going to give you 200 samples to get started with. You can use them for yourself, but we recommend that you sell them. We're going to help you launch your business and help you, I hate to use the word sell, but you're going to sell them to people. You want to get them out of your hands, right? Just like all these I have right here today, ready to load up. I've got all these ready to go as soon as I got this call. Oh my gosh, which means I got to get on a call in like 10 minutes. So I got to hustle. I got to talk fast. So that's the way to get started, guys, that's the first way. Enroll as a promoter with a promoter pack. I promise you, the moment you launch your business and you start talking about ketones, people are just going to like freak out. They're going to want to have it, and you're going to want samples right now to be able to ship out to people, right? They're going to want it right now. The second way is to pre-sell for a promoter pack, and you can certainly do that. It takes the same energy, effort, work ethic, time, and everything. But what you're going to do is accumulate funds, say for 5 days, as much as you can. You're going to sort of reserve people's experience packs, and then you're going to, hold their name, reserve their pack, and let's say you accumulate, $700 over the next 6 or 7 days. It's cool that you can do that, right? It's really awesome to watch your PayPal like really fill up fast. Take all that money, enroll as a promoter with a promoter pack, get it shipped out to you, and ship it out to those people. Fact remains is no matter how you start, you have to work just as hard either way to take the action. We're here to help you, but you have to take the action. You have to do those first forefront things in order to get the conversation going with people, and then we'll help you carry the rest of the conversation and do the rest with you and for you, right? So that way you're not having to know everything or having to do it alone. So those are the 2 ways to get started. I recommend the very first way because it does help you mentally. But it's like psychologically, you're investing more. You're putting more skin in the game. it's making you a little bit uncomfortable, so you get to work faster. Because every single one of us who have invested in that have felt that way. And it's literally made us light a fire under our booty and get to work fast, right? You do take it a lot more seriously. So anything that you want to wrap up with, Camila?
I think about the experience package. It's one thing that everybody freaked out when they see like, oh, is that the best way to start? And I have several examples in my team of people that decided not to start that way. And as soon as they did one post about the ketones, or as soon as they talked to like 4 or 5 friends, they changed their mind. They're like, no, I need to get those samples in my hand right now because everybody wants it. And my experience was, I pre-sold, like I got the experience package, the 200 samples. And before the packages arrived at my house, I had already ordered another experience package. Not because I have a huge family here. I'm not selling to my family. I don't have a lot of friends here in the US. All my background's from Brazil. So like if you think, oh, I'm going to sell to my college friends, I'm going to sell to my cousins, I don't have this here. Do you know, my network, it's not being built from 30 years ago. My network here I just started building this. So if I did it, if I shared 200 samples in 3 days, anybody can do it. I am not better than anybody. I am not fittest than anybody. Like I'm not super fit. I am not a super mom. I am nothing like that. I am a normal person who doesn't have 30 years of US experience. So I've been here for just a little bit and I was able to do it. So if I did it, anybody can do it.
I love that, Camila. I love it so much. And you made a really good point that these aren't the only 200 samples you guys are going to get out to people. You're going to keep getting hundreds of samples out if you're doing the work. So I went through 4 promoter packs my first month, which is really awesome. And now I would say I probably go through about 20. So 20 experience packs per week, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But I tell people, set a goal. 5 a week, 10 a week. If you're getting consistent with, getting samples into people's hands, you're going to have a growing business. So every day I wake up, my feet hit the floor. I'm like, all right, who are the 3 to 5 people today that I'm going to reach out to and be like, hey girl, what's going on? What do you know about ketones and ketosis? Send them to campfire video. What do you think? Is this amazing or what? You want to give it a test shot? I just get excited about it. And I just know people's lives are going to be changed. 9.5 out of 10 love it. Some people are like, I haven't felt the thing. I'm like, great, stop using it. And then let's get back together. Because that's when they're like, oh, I was feeling something. So I have to hop off, guys, because I have, this is one of the ways that we work. I have a Zoom call with a promoter who has a new promoter. So we're going to get them started and help them kick off and launch their business. And so it's so exciting to be able to help people succeed and thrive. And I just love this business so much. I love our team. I love you, Camila. I think you're amazing. I think you are super at everything that you do. And just really blessed to be working with you every day and creating an awesome future together. So thank you, everyone.
Looking forward to seeing Florida. I can't wait.
Yeah, right. Boca Raton in January. It's going to be fun.
Hope we see a lot of people.
Sounds and wine and Ben and Jerry's. Okay, everybody, thank you for hanging on. And whoever sent this to you today on our team, please get back with them. And then more than likely, we're going to be chatting soon. So we can't wait for it. Okay, everybody, have an amazing day.
Bye.